candy machine. Holy crap. This is a theater model. Theater models are beyond rare. Whoa, Big Daddy. We're getting the safe dropped off. Keep pushing. It must weigh a ton. It's locked, and we can't even get to the inside and finish the job.
One of these numbers opens that.
So you go left, right, right?
Left, right, you figure it out.
Right.
Remember back in the day when things were made by hand and people took pride in their work? My name's Rick Dale, and I bring these things back to life. Every restoration has its own set of challenges. There's no owner's manual for what we do, but there's no job we can't handle.
Hey, you want to see this ugly thing?
Let's see what you got.
Hey, we've had it in the garage for 20 years.
Sweet! That's awesome.
Came to Rick's today to have our tanning machine restored. We wanted to restore it for the grandkids to use. We have 13 grandkids.
Well, where'd you get it?
I got it from work, the old LA County Jail. They were remodeling the officers' rec room, and this thing was in there, and they wanted to go to new machines.
Oh,
So just
wow.
throw it away.
What you have here is a 1940s candy machine, okay? Oh. Okay? This mechanism itself has over 1,500 moving parts. Being engineered back in the day, these guys took a lot of pride in what they were doing, and they built the thing right. And how they work is if you pull the candy bar, the bottom first one would drop. Pop down, drop down in here. Next one, pop down, drop into there, and so on. Nowadays, vending machines are run by computer chips. Back in the day, they were made with elaborate moving mechanisms with thousands of parts, just to get your favorite piece of candy out. Holy crap. You know, look under here. You see those little vent covers right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, those are actually, you know what you got? You have here, this is a theater model. Theater models are beyond rare. Beyond rare.
Serious?
Yeah. This used to come up and go over like this and have little lights inside here that shined up, and it had one shine down. I mean, this thing was just absolutely beautiful. I mean, just beautiful. And as you were walking up into the theater, you know the first place you went,
Yeah,
right?
lights.
Bam! Right
Yeah.
towards that candy machine, you know?
That's right.
When you walked into a theater, this thing would be the first thing that caught your eye. It just demanded attention. The lights, the mirror, it was just pure 40s magic. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, how much?
As it sits, the way it is, a theater model right now is right around $1,000, as is.
I thought it was just a piece of crap sitting in our garage for 20 years.
In order to restore it, we're gonna need to find all the pieces that are missing here. The inside is definitely the most work. This piece here, on the back of this, there's gotta be 1,000 springs. So, you know, we gotta go through that next. So you're at 3,700.
God,
Okay.
that's a lot of money. Have to do that. I don't know.
Well,
But quite honestly, you're gonna have a piece of Americana that few have, okay? It'll blow you away what this thing really looks like. It is a wonderful, wonderful machine, like I said. You'll be proud of it.
all right, well, that's the exciting thing.
Yeah.
Great.
I look forward to doing it.
Wonderful. Thank you
Sounds
very
great.
much.
I can tell 3,700 is a lot of money to these guys, especially the misses. My team and I better make this thing perfect so things stay sweet. We're getting the safe dropped off to us today. This thing is huge. It's got to weigh over a ton. The customer shipped it to us because his car couldn't tow it. Whoa, Big Daddy. Watch your toes. Keep pushing. That's a bad boy. The owner ended up leasing a building, and it was inside the building he had, and, you know, it was too heavy for the other people that moved to get out of there, so he ended up with it. And he wants us to take and restore the thing totally original. This is a Herring Hall Marvin safe out of probably 1922.
This is something like Al Capone kept his money in. Liquor, deeds.
All the people that owed him money, his little book, stuff like that. One of the hugest problems we have right now is we can't get the door open. It's locked. It's locked, and we can't even get to the inside and finish the job. I mean, we can only do one side of it. Every project has its challenges, but half this safe is locked up. And safes that are locked, they're extremely hard to open. The only thing the owner gave me was this piece of paper. 50 different combinations. And he thinks that one of these is gonna work. So I need somebody to go through every single combination. Can you handle that?
Yeah, I got just the brainiac for that.
This one's gonna be a serious project. Even if we can get this safe open, the challenges are just beginning. Every piece of this safe is heavy. I think the doors alone are 400 pounds apiece.
Bradley, since you're such a brainiac, I want you to go through these combination numbers on this paper. We got this paper full of combinations that we're gonna have to go through. I'm gonna pass it on to Bradley, the little man on the totem pole that didn't play with you. One of these numbers opens that.
So which combination is it?
One of these combinations is the combination. Start right here at number 1, and then go to number 2, and so on.
So you go left, right, left, right?
Left, right, you figure it out.
All right.
Have fun.
Thanks.
I'm going to lunch. You call me when you're done. I don't think it's going to get it done anytime soon, but even a broke clock is right twice a day.
Damn. Oh, 2 or 7. Left, right, left, 6. Left.
Take me a week to figure out how to put this together. It's got about 1,500 parts. They don't come with no instruction manuals. It's just like a puzzle.
Got an old safe. The owner wants it to lock and open, and it doesn't do either of those things.
I've spent 4 or 5 days opening one safe.
Bradley could not crack this safe, so I'm gonna have to get somebody to open it. This is what we got. We got an old safe. The only problem I have right now is the owner wants it to lock and open, and it doesn't do either of those things.
I've been all around locksmith for 18 years. I love cracking safes. I just enjoy the challenge. You got to look at it like a chess game. It's not like you see on TV. In the real world, I've spent 4 or 5 days opening one safe. All right, now handle's jammed up tight. Herring, Hull, and Marvin started building safes in Hamilton, Ohio in like 1896.
Oh, wow.
And they were in business up until 1959. And looking at the type of wheels that are on it, these acorn nuts and stuff that are up here, they kind of identify them like that. I'm figuring 20s, very early 30s. During the war years, they made gun turrets for ships. They went back to making safes, and vaults eventually went under in 1959. 3 out.
Our goal today is to get the lock removed, get a combination, and get that handle moving again.
Yeah.
It is seized up. The gravity bolt is pushing into the drive cam.
If we get these screws out of here, can we get this inside panel out of the way and see the bolts and maybe take the pressure off the bolts?
We can try. Some of the screws are close to the wall of the safe.
Oh, here's the wheel pack. These are your combination wheels that are inside your lock. As you turn that dial, it rotates these wheels. You line up all of the notches like this. There's another mechanism in here, it's called a fence, and there's a tab hangs off the back, and that tab will drop down into these wheels. When you turn this handle, like a bolt mechanism from here will go right back inside the lock, and that moves your bolts, it allows you to open a door.
All right, guys, about a half a screw left and the back of the door's out. Go ahead and give that handle a whack for me.
Oh,
Handle moved.
all right. You the man, Mike. You the man. Now that we got this safe open, it's time to get down and dirty and get to business.
Make sure we get bags labeled for all the bolts. We just got in the Stoner candy machine. It's got about 1,500 parts that need to be completely taken apart and separated and labeled.
Look, see that buddy back over there?
Yeah.
I could probably get it with a long screwdriver, but how are you going to get that back on there?
All these machines we take apart are different.
Gotta get all these shells out of here.
They don't come with no instruction manuals. It's just like a puzzle. I gotta figure out how to put it together. Without a picture, it's useless. It'll take me a week to figure out how to put this together.
We got the doors of the 1920 safe open. Now we got to take them off so we can start working on them.
Be careful there.
All right, out.
Oh. Presto changeo.
The hardest part about this thing right now is taking these doors off without dropping them. If we drop them, it's gonna have to spend extra time in the body shop, and that's gonna cut into our profits.
How you gonna get that door off there?
Lift it.
You can't lift that. Them BB guns you got, you're just gonna drop it on the ground?
Yeah.
If I let these two weaklings mess with these 400-pound doors by themselves, they're gonna hurt themselves. And maybe even worse, hurt the safe. We have to get this under here right. You gotta bring this all the way up here so when this door comes off and tries to follow me and kill me, I got something to lay it on.
I'll hold the door.
All right.
Oh, almost here. It is.
Help, Tyler. Your fingertips ain't doing nothing. Get your ass over here.
All right, we're about to go, so be ready. Here we go.
Sit the bitch down. It ain't that heavy, damn it. Come on, sit it down. Don't be scared. We got it.
We've been working on this 1940s candy machine. The sandblasting is done, and the bodywork is just wrapping up. The next step is paint. Back in the day, when this thing was in the theater, it was done with a dark brown wood grain. And that's exactly what we're gonna try to replicate. What I'm doing right now, I'm wood graining. That's done with 3 different types of paint on top of a base coat. What you're doing is you're actually taking the base coat with the different colors and you're pulling it with the brush. So that gives the grain of the wood. Then after that, we highlight it with a little bit with airbrushing to give it some, some different knots. And then we clear it. And when you clear it, it actually brings it all together. It actually totally looks like a piece of wood after you clear it. Recently, we've been working on a 1920s Marvin safe. The bodywork's been completed. Now it's time to get down to painting this thing. On the safe, it had a gold pinstripe all the way around it. In order to make pinstriping just perfectly straight, it's on a base coat in a gold. And then what I'll do is I'll come over top of that base coat with a fine line of tape. I'm pinstriping like this so that the pinstripe is going to be perfect. It would be absolutely ridiculous and almost impossible to get these long lines absolutely straight. Peel the tape, and then it'll have that exact pinstripe all the way around, and it'll also be very uniform. When removing the tape, you really have to be careful, and you have to have a very sharp knife. If you get underneath the paint, all that gold would lift up, and you'd have primer underneath there, because it's actually still having a chemical reaction while it's drying. I don't like letting it dry all the way, because then it has little flakes, and the flakes go on top of the paint job, so this is much better. It took me about 28 years to figure that one out. My guys and I have been working really hard to get this machine back to its original state. Now that it's all painted, it's time to put those final touches on it to make it really special.
We're gonna get this light on there, we'll get it on today. We need to mark some holes.
We gotta get this light centered, because that's gonna shoot up through the marbles. All right? So we have to come down just a hair, huh?
That's perfect. Kyle, I really love your work.
So do I. Nice.
Sweet!
I got a customer coming in and I don't have time to repaint it. The doors are 400 pounds. Oh, wait a minute, Kyle, is it okay?
We're here today to pick up our candy machine.
Here you go, ready.
Oh my word! Oh my word! Oh gosh!
Earlier, we started working on a huge safe from the 1920s. It looks like it's in good shape, but that's not good enough. This thing needs to sparkle, and that's what we need to do now. What I'm about to do right now is rub out the clear paint job on the safe doors. I got a customer coming in a couple days, and I don't have time to repaint it, so I need to get this exactly right. By using 1500 sandpaper and then rubbing it out with 2 different kinds of compound, I can make it just like a mirror. That's what I'm talking about. Glass. We've been working on this candy machine for the past few weeks now. When you're restoring an item for a customer that doesn't plan on reselling it, it's all about how much they love it, not the money it's worth.
We're here today to pick up our candy machine. I've got my candy man, now I'm gonna get my candy machine.
You guys ready?
Yeah,
We're
ready?
ready.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right, here you go.
Ready.
Oh my word! Oh my word! Oh gosh, it looks so good!
That's awesome. I love this. This is.
Oh, that's awesome!
I can't even believe it's the same machine.
Numbers. It's
That
so
is beautiful. Wow, Rick. Thank you very much,
Oh,
man. This is beautiful.
The paint job, it's an art. It's an art to do wood graining, and this looks just like wood.
Wow.
Wow.
It does. It looks just like wood. It's gorgeous.
It is totally functional. Everything on it does work, from the mechanism all the way to the lights.
Wow.
Okay, you ready?
We're
Yeah?
ready.
Okay,
We're
We'll
ready.
light her up.
here we go.
That is fantastic.
I wanted to give it that, that look. I mean, could you just imagine walking into a theater right now? I mean, this would be the first thing I'd be heading for.
yeah.
I know that.
Okay, so the lights work. It's gorgeous. Now, how does the rest look?
Whoa.
Wow.
Looks much different. That looks beautiful.
It is
Gosh.
great. Didn't see our machine. I looked in and then I realized, oh, there's candy in there. That's our machine. It is gorgeous. Awesome. You did fantastic work. It's gorgeous.
I mean, you got a good piece here. I know you're not going to sell it. I can just tell. I can tell when people look at me and that they're stuck. That's it.
That's it. It is a piece of art, and we'll be very happy to have it in our home for many, many, many years.
Appreciate it. Let's go on to the
Thank you.
office.
This is great,
And then we'll
man.
help you load it.
Okay,
Beautiful.
Great, thanks.
Thank you. Here's the deal. We're going to put the safe together today. The customer's going to be here in a couple hours, and here we are in a rush again. What we have to do first is mount the doors.
This is gonna be a bitch.
Yeah, it's going to be heavy. We have to be precise when we land that thing on the top of it there. Otherwise, we're going to scratch out of it. The doors are 400 pounds. Before, we lifted them up with a jack, but now they're painted. I don't want a jacket. I'm afraid I'll crack the paint, so we have to do it by hand.
You gotta get it up and get my hands under it.
Oh, wait a minute, Kyle's okay. Go ahead. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Bottom's on. Get the card out. Too early for a hernia, man. Work it down. Work it all the way down to those bearings. There.
You're down.
Snug as a bug. Oh, yeah. That's
Beautiful.
tight. Building the lock mechanism is extremely difficult because it has to be precise. Before, it was all rusted and gummed up. Right now, everything's really clean, really oiled, so everything should fit just fine. We're good here. And that's that. Perfect. The customer wants this thing as a display piece, but it's also gotta work. I know it works, and this thing looks awesome. I hope the customer thinks so too. You ready to see this?
It sure am. Oh, wow, nice.
Here it is. You like it?
Nice. A lot. A lot.
A lot different than it used to look, huh?
Yeah. Wow. This is, I was not imagining this. I mean,
Yeah.
this is beautiful.
Thank you.
You outdid yourself.
Thank you.
How did you get it like this good?
Well, what we did was we shot the gold first on the whole thing after we got the bodywork done, and then I taped it all off to make a nice, straight, perfect line. All these bearings we took and cleaned them all up so it opens and closes really nice. And then we polished these all out, so it really pops. It stands out. When that's sitting in your office full of money,
Oh,
it's gonna stand out.
it'll be very nice.
Yes. Okay, you ready to see the inside?
Let's open it up.
All right.
Wow. This is nice. This is nice. Color of green. Huh?
That's right. You wanted a pretty place to put your dough.
Exactly.
Okay, so the inside, you can adjust the shelves up and down wherever you want them. This down here is we glass beaded it, and then we painted it black, and then we polished over the top. These are all brass now, all new screws, all polished out. The mechanisms inside, these were all frozen solid. Now I mean, you can just barely touch that thing and it moves. What's the damage? All right, well, full restoration, everything inside now is going to be $3,500.
No, not bad. Whoever sees this safe displayed in my office is really going to be blown away. It is just beautiful. Yeah, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Okay,
Appreciate it.
thank you.
All
Well, let's
thank
take
you.
off into the
All right.
office.
Jack it up. This thing weighs about 400 pounds.
You're going up. You're going up.
It's moving the whole safe. Stop.
Throw it.
Hold up. Stop.
Let's take that.
Stop. Don't do anything. Don't move it. Don't do nothing. That's what stop means.